thank you, Pastor Greg, Pastor Luke, Pastor Sally, Pastor Havana, for having me here. Has been really a really good moment for me. I enjoyed the service a lot. Basically, I just want to thank you, all of you, for the offer. The offer really came like a blessing for us. I am really glad about Pastor Patty talk about human trafficking. Basically, I know that she opened your eyes, but most of the things that open our eyes is that victim of human trafficking doesn't came from other country. We have funds to serve victims of human trafficking if they come from other country. But what we don't really know, and now we know that citizens of the United States are victims of human trafficking. From the weekend of the Super Bowl, we rescued 3 victims. 2 of them were citizens of the United States. This is made a big difference now, because before we just thinking that a slave came from other places, like she mentioned, poor people, people who have war situation in their country that they need money. They are desperate for money, and they see an opportunity for them to come to the United States. But unfortunately, we have more U.S. citizen cases now than people who come from other countries. Means what happened is to our children, to your neighbor. It's not somebody who, like me, came from other country and have situation that they cannot speak the language and they don't know the law. Can be my children who were here in the United States. This has happened. When we got a grant in 2006, I myself doesn't believe that things like that can happen. We have been working very hard to train about 3,000 law enforcement personnel, service providers, people who work on the hospital, that they can recognize those victims, because it's very hard. It's a crime. It's a hiding crime. It's very hard to see that somebody, a human being, can be a victim of crime and also victim of trafficking, be treated like a slave. I have some numbers that I bring with me. Since 2006 that we have the grant, we have been working with 85 victims of human trafficking. 15 of them, we already have been working with law enforcement and open cases for them, but about 35 people decide that they want to go back to their country, or they don't want to pursue charges, or they are really afraid that they are not interested to go forward. This is more or less the number. We have also about, we start with 8 partners, like hospital and service provider, and now right now we have 85 partners. What I mean with partner means that somebody who comes from another country who doesn't speak the language, we need to look for services that can be accommodated to the culture from this person that is very hard to find sometimes. Mental health providers, so many different services that the grant try to accommodate. But the most difficult is the housing. Have somebody from different background on the same place. And this is why we spend more funds, because most of the time we need to rent space for them. And we cannot have them sometimes together with a victim of domestic violence, because victim of domestic violence can be somebody who just like the husband can be the defendant or the perpetrator. Victim of human trafficking can have many different perpetrators, many different offenders, because it's a crime. We have people from different parts of the world, from Africa, from Asia, from South America, from Central America, from Mexico, different backgrounds. It's really hard to accommodate them in just one place. This is why we are really thankful to you for this offer. This offer will be toward to the victim services, and we really appreciate with an open heart your generosity and the openness to recognize victims of human trafficking. Thank you so much.
Well, rejoice. We have repented, we have been forgiven, and we have been made whole. Let us go now and do the work God has commanded. Amen.
And let there peace on earth.